Knicks fans, stop scrolling, because this could be the biggest decision of the offseason. Mitchell Robinson is entering the final year of his contract, and the front office is now under massive pressure. Will the Knicks commit to him long-term, or will they trade him while his value is sky-high? With injuries piling up and trade rumors heating up, Robinson's future in New York is hanging by a thread. What happens next could shake the entire roster, and it could happen sooner than you think. Let's break down everything you need to know, right now. But before we get into it, if you're a die-hard Knicks fan, make sure you're subscribed to Knicks News. We're your go-to source for daily, engaging content on all things. Help us reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers this season by hitting that subscribe button now. The New York Knicks are entering a crucial offseason, and one of the most pressing decisions looming for the front office is the future of their starting center, Mitchell Robinson. As he heads into the final year of his contract, the Knicks are now at a pivotal crossroads. Will they commit long-term to Robinson, or will they look to move him while his trade value is at its peak? Robinson, 27, was sidelined for a large part of the 2023-2024 season after dealing with an off-season ankle injury that significantly impacted his availability. However, after missing significant time early in the season, he made his return just in time for the stretch run, and his presence was crucial during the Knicks' playoff push. While Robinson was able to return in time to provide a defensive anchor in the postseason, his injury history remains a critical factor in determining his future. Over the past 2 seasons, Mitchell Robinson has missed significant time due to injuries, including 65 games in 2022-2023 and 51 games in 2023-2024. His ongoing health issues, particularly with his ankle, have raised concerns about his long-term durability. As a big man whose game heavily relies on athleticism, mobility, and explosiveness, age and wear and tear could exacerbate these injury issues. His inability to stay fully healthy for an entire season puts the Knicks in a challenging position when it comes to his long-term role with the team. It's worth noting that Robinson is not getting any younger. At 27 years old, he's entering the prime of his career, but history shows that big men tend to face more wear on their bodies as they age. The Knicks have to weigh the risks of locking him into a long-term deal when he's already shown that he struggles to stay on the court consistently. Robinson's contract situation also adds another layer of complexity to the situation. He enters the final year of his current deal, and as a player eligible for an extension, the Knicks will have to decide whether or not to offer him a new contract. If an agreement on an extension isn't reached soon, the Knicks will have to either risk losing him in free agency or decide to trade him while his value is still high. The question arises, is it worth investing in Robinson long-term, given his injury history? Can the Knicks afford to gamble on his health and continued development, or should they be proactive and trade him to avoid the risk of losing him without getting anything in return? The trade potential for Mitchell Robinson. There is a growing belief that Mitchell Robinson could be a trade candidate this offseason, especially considering his expiring contract and his relatively affordable $13 million salary. This makes him a potential asset that other teams in need of a center could target. Robinson's contract is a manageable price point for any team looking to add a rim protector and rebounding specialist, which makes him an attractive asset for trade discussions. Robinson is a valuable player in certain contexts, especially in teams looking to shore up their interior defense. His shot-blocking ability, combined with his size and length, allows him to be a force in the paint, altering opponents' shots and protecting the rim. He also provides an elite presence on the boards, particularly in offensive rebounding, which has been a key asset for the Knicks. However, while he's a strong defender, his offensive game is limited, and his free throw shooting remains a liability. Despite his strengths, Robinson's inconsistent availability and lack of offensive development might prompt the Knicks to explore other options for the center position. New York's thin rotation may require a more durable and versatile backup center, or potentially even a starting center who can contribute offensively and defensively on a more consistent basis. If the Knicks decide to trade Robinson, they could potentially clear up cap space and open up room to pursue a more reliable and dynamic center. The Knicks could target a player who offers more consistency, more offensive versatility, or who simply better fits their long-term plans. With the Knicks already having an established core featuring Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle, and possibly a new addition in the form of OG Anunoby, the team might feel that the time is right to make a change at the center position. The Knicks could look to package Robinson in a larger deal, especially if they're aiming for a star player to complement their current roster. New York has been linked to several players in trade rumors, and Robinson's $13 million salary could be a key asset in making the numbers work. The team has already been linked to several potential blockbuster trades, and Robinson could be included as part of a larger package in a deal to land a high-impact player. If the Knicks are truly serious about making a push for a title, they need to ensure that they have the right pieces around their core. As good as Robinson is defensively, the Knicks may feel that they can replace him with a more reliable or more versatile center to take them to the next level. One of the biggest considerations for the Knicks is that Robinson's trade value is at an all-time high after his solid performance in the playoffs, while his overall impact on the team during the regular season may have been inconsistent. He showed his true value when it mattered most. Teams in need of a rim protector and rebounder would certainly value Robinson's contributions in the postseason. This could be the right time for the Knicks to trade him and maximize his value before his contract expires and his health concerns start to become even more of a liability. If the Knicks wait too long and Robinson's injuries continue to be a recurring issue, his trade value could diminish, making it more difficult to move him for significant assets. Trading him now, while his value is high, might allow the Knicks to secure a major asset that could help the team in its quest for a championship. As the offseason progresses, the Knicks will face a major decision regarding Mitchell Robinson's future. Will they commit long-term to a player with injury concerns, or will they trade him while his value is at its peak? The decision will likely have significant ramifications for the team's future, especially as they look to build a championship contender around their core players. The Knicks have several options to explore this offseason, and Mitchell Robinson's future with the team will likely be one of the most talked-about storylines. Knicks fans should stay tuned for more updates on this situation, as the team's decision could shape the franchise's direction for years to come. Stay up to date with the latest Knicks news. If you're a die-hard fan, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment below with your thoughts on Mitchell Robinson's future. Could this offseason be a game-changer for the Knicks? Only time will tell.